All right, tell us who you are and where you're from and where you at.
What's up, man? This is RoxRite, representing Renegades, Break Disciples Squadron, RoxRite All-Stars on here in Chicago. Originally from the Bay Area, California, Frisco area. You know, grew up out there and just out here chilling, touring.
Sure. So what got you into breaking?
I got inspired by some guys that came to my school and did a show. That's what really inspired me to break, but then seeing just kids around me also they were breaking at my school, that like really kind of started it off for me.
Where'd you go to school when you saw this?
I was in junior high. I went to Hillsborough Junior High.
For sure. How long have you been breaking?
I've been breaking for 16 years now. 16
years, that's dope.
Yeah.
Why do you still break?
Because I love it. I mean, it became something that I just fell in love with, and then as I got older, it became more than just something I loved. You know, it became like a hobby, like my profession as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's just something, you know, it's an outlet in life that I started doing. It just became so. It just took over my whole life, and you know, and now it's everything I do. So that's the reason I still do it. It's just I'm in love with it, and it's just my passion. You know, why not just pursue it until the day I die? So.
Word up. What do you think it takes to be a b-boy like you?
Like me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta really understand the culture. You know, you really gotta understand the idea behind b-boying. Besides just the moves, I mean, the moves are just moves. You know, we see the moves all the time. A lot of people do a lot of similar moves. But there's also like an understanding of like the culture and the lifestyle and the art and the more technical side of the dance that not everybody understands, you know. So to be a b-boy like me, it's like you really have to dig the history of the dance. You know, you gotta go do your research. You really gotta understand the movements, not just what's popular, not just the flips, not just the head spins, but like really understand what goes behind each move and stuff. So.
For sure. How do you practice? How long? How often?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to practice like 5 hours a day. You know, almost every day. And then when I got into high school, I mean, I still did it a lot, but it wasn't as often until I moved to another town that gave me more freedom in school. So, yeah.
Word up. How do you mentally and physically prepare for a performance or a battle? Showcase?
For a battle is a bit different than a performance. Mm-hmm. The performance is like, you know, you showcase this, it's a different kind of energy because it's like you're like showcasing for an audience. Battle is more like you're in it with you and yourself, and you're battling somebody in front of you, so it's like a fight. So I mean, for a showcase, I get nervous because I don't really like to do. I don't do too many showcases, so I get a little bit antsy because I feel like I'm gonna mess up.
Yeah.
But battling, it's just the mentality of just wanting to defeat your opponent.
For sure.
You know, so it's just like it doesn't matter what they do. Like you just gotta make sure you're on top of him. So it's a lot of concentration, a lot of thought process of like what you have, what moves you can do right now in the moment. Like sometimes you can't do everything, you know. So sometimes you gotta be aware of what you're able to do in that moment.
For sure. What are your influences? Who are your influences?
My influences, I mean in life, you know, my brother, you know, Ken Swift, Zulu Gremlin, Ground Level, Remind, you know, different b-boys, legends, you know.
For sure. Explain your style. What would you call your style?
Well, my style is based on freeze framing, which is a lot of freezes. So freezes is like kind of my key thing. But I mean, I do everything, you know. I don't try to just stick to just one little thing because I don't want to look limited, you know. I want to try and have an open, open arsenal.
If you were a storm system, what kind of storm would you be?
Storm system?
Yeah.
Damn. I'd probably be somewhere around a hurricane. Because I come with a lot of movements in one round, so it's like, you know, like a hurricane brings a lot of things. It turns into tornadoes, it turns into heavy rains.
For sure.
So I would say that because I bring more of everything when I battle. Like I bring a lot of moves, like just thing.
For sure. Is it the shoes? The shoes? Gotta be the shoes.
Yeah, I mean it depends, you know. I like to rock a lot of different types of shoes, but yeah, a lot of Nike.
Word up. For breaking. For sure. Well, thanks for coming to Chicago and doing what you do, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
For sure. Any last words? Anything you need to say?
Shout out to all the Chicago b-boys, you know, like Breakheads, Phase 2, Self-X, you know, all you guys out here holding it down. Much respect from my side, so hope to see you guys again as always.
For sure.